Welcome, Virgo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I'm getting ready to do your December reading, the last month of 2021. This is a monthly general, and if you enjoy these readings, please like. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you find usefulness in this video or enjoy it, please let me know. You can comment below. You may also subscribe if you so choose. And I thank all of you who have subscribed, commented, shared, and liked my videos in the past. So let's get started, Virgo, by reading the bottom of the deck. And here we have the Strength card. In the Shulton deck, it is a cactus, which is immensely appropriate for you, Virgo. The tremendous reserve of determination, kindness, and gentleness are reflective of the spiky, spiny, dangerous surface of the cactus tree. Cactus plants, they grow, as many of you know, into huge trees, but they are the main source, about the only source of water in the desert. And therefore they are the source, and they are the home for all kinds of birds, beautiful flowers, insects, and small creatures in the desert. And this is a beautiful reflection of your ability to work hard, to be stoic, to be tough on the outside while providing love, nurturance, and support to those as needed, to all those who ask for it. So this is your overall energy for December, Virgo, is the Strength card. Your first house is the Sun. The Sun indicates that this strength, these obstacles that you've been able to overcome recently, these hardships that you have endured, have not blighted. If anything, they have increased and encouraged your desire to focus on what it is that satisfies you, what it is that makes you happy, that gives you pleasure and joy, but also that thing that is serving a natural talent or gift that has evolved from a more innocent point or phase of your life. This can be about the family of origin, your formative years, but there is that naturally exhibiting love, passion, and joyful activity, that gift that you are able to naturally express and tap into at this time. And this not only talent, gift, or joy that you're expressing is enlightening you and lighting up your load. It's making the efforts that you make and have made more enjoyable, but lighter, and it has enlightened others that are involved with you. It has raised the tide of your experience, your effort, or what it is you're creating. In the second house, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which shows you, Virgo, in the earth element to be the example, the model of resourcefulness. This is you being self-reliant, being independent, being secure, establishing your ability to protect yourself, but also your ability to be generous and to generate abundance. The Eight of Cups in your third house is very much about a communication that is important to you at this time. The Eight of Cups is indicating that something you have poured tremendous energy and effort into is no longer serving you, is no longer providing you the meaning that it once did. And you are moving away from this experience, this activity, this place in order to reach that find meaning elsewhere. You do not have an expectation for where you're going to find this greater meaning. However, as is indicated by the Sun card, as well as the Strength, is that you're carrying this talent, this joy, and this love of the abundance of the planet, this illumination within. So as you move, you are fully aware that you're moving to serve your higher sense of joy, pleasure, and to be able to serve others in a higher way that's more meaningful for you. In the fourth house, this is the house of home, and it's also your past. I see you very actively in a healing activity. You are balancing out experiences in all areas of your life so that they are more closely aligned with how you regenerate and renew yourself in order to find better alignment as you move forward in achieving more successfully and with greater ease. This is about the ease of your achievement because you are well achieved, but the value and terms on which you are moving forward and identifying the work that needs to be done is on the basis of on personal terms of happiness. And the sense I'm getting right now is that this is something that has been building not within the month of December or November, but over months and even years. You have been engaged in this process of healing, harmonizing, and balancing your efforts so that rather than serving others or being served, you are understanding that real joy, pleasure, and enlightenment comes through a balance of the ability to give and receive. So I'm seeing you understanding how to give to yourself so that you can make room and align to a higher purpose. In your fifth house, the warrior or knight of swords is indicating the way in which you're interacting with peers, the way you collaborate and create, and the way that you regenerate, recreate, and recuperate from your efforts. And this is showing your recuperation to be very much about your healing. You are understanding that it is the way that you think, it is the perspective that you are bringing to your activities and your desires that have perhaps created undesirable outcomes in the past, and helping you to explore new inspirations and ideas that will serve you better as you move forward, that are giving you a new ground, new terms on which to pursue your truth, and ways in which you are implementing that truth that you are applying. You're also realigning your ideas, your concepts, your inspiration with a new, more desirable reality. That reality acknowledges not only this inner alignment, but the resourcefulness that you have at your command. You are able to generate the resources you need to any purpose. So you are repurposing, re-strategizing, recreating the way that you divine and design the steps towards your new aspirations and goals. The Queen of Cups in the sixth house is showing the routines that you're implementing, the way in which you are taking care of yourself so that you can be efficient and productive is Again, turning towards this exploration, this reveal of vulnerability. This is you revealing vulnerability in such a way that you're able to communicate your intimate experiences, your emotional responses to your world in ways that empower others to reveal and explore these same terms, these same experiences. So this is you revealing, relaxing the emotional landscape, the terms and values on which you have sought to build your domestic life. This is you opening up to being filled, being fulfilled in ways that may not have been your experience in the past, where the needs of others always took a priority. They always came first. If that was the needs of your students, of your family members, of your loved ones, of your colleagues, meeting their expectation is changing now, and understanding that your expectation, what gives you pleasure, what emerges from your natural talents, is the goal. In the 7th house of significant others, relationships, we have the Judgment card. This is a really interesting reading, quite deep, Virgo. I see that you are revisiting some experiences from your past as you are doing this deep healing work that you're engaged in, this reordering, resorting, and realigning your experiences in such a way that reflects more of you, an authentic you. You have again an opportunity to reconnect with a past person, experience, relationship, or event that was disappointing in the past, that did not meet its fullest potential. And you are now of in a space of significant emotional growth that encourages you to try this experience again, to reconnect in such a way that you can readjust and make something right, that you can fulfill a potential that you now understand as you respond to this deep spiritual call within, that's helping you understand what it is you have to give, what it is, what work you have to do, and how, as you're discovering the sense of purpose, you're also understanding the purpose of others. This card is as much about reviewing your past as it is about aligning yourself to a new future, elevating your standards and expectations of what of your own potential. Forgive me. In the 8th house, we have the 8 of Pentacles, and this, Virgo, is you working hard in a relationship to a work or service that you're providing. This is you getting almost lost in this work as you move up the ladder of accomplishment and achievement, and really shows you in love with the experience, the process of creating this thing. This is, for me, the card of the craftsperson. This is where the love and devotion of creating intersects with the achievement and accomplishment, the mastery of some skill that occurs very naturally to you, and which you are building at a higher level all the time. The 9th house is your cultural, your spiritual, your philosophical values, your desire to grow globally. And this is the card of the Lovers. In the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot deck, it is called the Wayfarer. But the message is quite similar to the original Egyptian deck that is called the Two Paths rather than the Lovers. The Two Paths shows two paths, as does this card. One leads to bounty, lushness, enjoyment, productivity. The other leads to an empty space. And so this card is indicating this tremendous opportunity that you have right now. You are moving, you are exploring the world, you are spreading your message, and you are choosing where you want that to go right now. You're exploring the world physically, but you're also understanding that you want your impact, your communication, and this curriculum, this service, this tool that you're building to reach. In what way do you want it to serve humanity? So this is a tremendous work, a tremendous achievement that you now have choices about where it can be impactful, where it can be most impactful. And this is possible because in the 10th house you have the High Priestess card. The High Priestess is showing that you've always understood the necessity to serve the world in the way that you have, in the way that you have evolved into. You've always understood the import of your message, the opening out of history and memory on a cultural landscape is part of the service that you are providing. And you have personally aligned yourself with this knowledge, with this wisdom that has been gained through the ages, so that you are able to not only lead others, but to model this experience, this journey yourself. So this is showing you, Virgo, as the keeper of tremendous wisdom and the ability to disseminate that wisdom as we move into the 11th house with the Ace of Swords. The 11th house is where we are aligned with various tribes, associations, and communities for the purpose of serving humanity. The Ace of Swords shows you on a new path with a new inspiration, a higher goal, an ability to pursue truth and understand its impact, to disseminate new ideas, new information, for you to align yourself with more information that is shared around the globe by large and vast communities. This is you making way for the truth, not only in your own life, but for the life of the planet. And this new inspiration has led you to an understanding, Virgo, of your responsibility for failures, disappointments, and dissatisfactions of the past. This is you closing out a long cycle of understanding. And my sense is that what you study, how you serve, what you contribute to the world is very much about this exploration of failures, disappointments, global misunderstandings and misalignments, wars, famines, catastrophes, understanding those failures and our collective responsibility in creating those is part of what this new inspiration has you understanding that you are now completing. You're now closing out an old way of understanding the world and your experiences in it. You are now inspired to a new cycle, a new beginning, a new truth, and a new ability to disseminate that broadly. Virgo, I'm going to finish out your reading with a crystal tarot and ask again if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel so moved. It helps me immensely to understand how content is being received and valued and how I can improve on that in the future. So, Virgo, for December, I have and this is ametrine. The key word is intuition. I'm fully aligned with my intuition. I trust this powerful wisdom to guide me. Virgo, I'm going to leave it right here. And again, I'm going to thank you for being present with me today. And until next time, Namaste.